can reach this. Whoa. It's been a very long time since I've live streamed like this. Like a very long time. But I think the last time I did it was quite literally just because of the same reason I'm doing it today. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna do my usual, waiting for a few minutes. Hi, Mark. Things have happened that I can't explain. Something did happen, Shania lover. As you can see, this is a different kind of live stream. This is the kind where I can't do reactions. I started talking and then a spice went to the back. Something did happen. More things of not working normally. And I'm a little worried about it now that it's the second time it's done it this week. Because, the first time, it was a dumb mistake. So I thought everything was fine. And then I live streamed on Thursday, and everything was fine. But I tried to set up like I normally do. And it wouldn't let me. So I think what needs to happen is I have to take a moment, take some time, and make sure all of my audio channels are set up correctly. Or I have to just go through and reset up all of them because they're having so many issues and I need a little bit more of a one-stop moment. You know what I'm saying? Not a one-stop moment, just something that'll make it easier. Something that'll make it easier. And less likely to do things like this. Hello. I have food because it's, noon for me. I'm trying to think of what things I could talk about, since now I'm just going to have to be talking to you, without the distraction, without the accompanying videos and such, who knows? I've been receiving lots of news, I guess. So many different things that are just throwing me off. I could always try this again later, but I'd rather not. I can't react to anything. This isn't the type of live stream where I can do that. It's a different type of live stream. That's why you don't see my computer screen right here. Sunday morning, yeah. On a different note, I found out that Pentatonic's Amazing Grace was done at Wayfarers Chapel, aka the Glass Church, in Rancho Palos Verdes. Ah, okay. So then, no, I haven't been there. Well, unless I was a really young child. Yeah, I don't know the place. But it is very pretty looking. I also don't know how far that is from me. But like I was saying, on a brighter note, Nadia currently is recording reactions right now. So that's nice. I was actually surprised because I thought that she was going to go get coffee with someone this morning before the whole like recording reaction things. And so I was like, I like she hadn't left at all. I thought it was gonna happen at like 10:30. She hadn't left, and I walked out of my room around 11:30 and I heard her playing something, but I thought she was just listening to something. And then I hear her pause for me opening the door, and then I realized that she was actually recording a reaction. Yeah. And because of that, or because of all this, I might ask her if we can get one up tomorrow. Who knows? This sort of like this setup is good for two things. It's good for when I have some sort of thing set up, like when I did the true crime one, or it's good when there's like enough people to be asking questions to keep everything going. So now I'm just like sort of sitting here rethinking stuff. Like what? Yeah. Anyway. Hello. Would you like to tell me about that holiday and or event? Because I don't know much about it. Actually, I don't think I've ever heard of it. So I would love to be educated on it. I wish I had like a good story. The only thing I have is just like random things because you guys saw me on Thursday, so it's not like much has happened. Like yesterday, me and Nadi came home, and we were literally just playing Animal Crossing the entire time. It's okay, Mark. Don't worry about it. I've been trying my best, but apparently, you know. I get the glitter, but what is the secret reason behind the X below each eye? Quite frankly, there is no secret reason. I did one once, and I was like, ooh, pirates. And then just one day I decided to do the other, and now I just keep doing it every time I live stream, or almost every time I live stream. And so it has now just become part of my makeup routine, which for live streams at least, because if I wore this out and about, it wouldn't be that big of a deal because, you know, my mask goes up to like right here because my face, but it's kind of a waste when I wear a mask. So it's more just for fun because it reminds me of being a pirate. Hi, Andy. It's the holiday, you pray and spend time with your family, make sweets and hand it out. Wonderful. I love every part of that concept. Sorry, I keep touching my hair because my bangs are not cooperating. These two like to form like a circle. So yeah. In terms of what I'm actually supposed to be doing today, besides live streaming, I needed to make this dish because my friend Sarah told me that she had never had rice cakes or fish cakes because I was talking about this dish, tteokbokki, which is like a Korean street food, right? Which features rice cakes, fish cake, cabbage, eggs, sometimes some veggies. Bye, Shivani. Enjoy your holiday. I would pronounce it, but I'm very afraid of pronouncing it wrong. So enjoy yourself. Have fun. Eat good sweets. And I had decided to make it early rather than later because I knew I was going to be live streaming. So that's what I have here. And now I'm trying to think of what cool stories I can tell you. I had a very exciting moment yesterday. It was exciting for me. It's not going to be very exciting for me to tell you, I think. My favorite coffee chain is Dutch Bros. The only place I can get Dutch Bros is when I go visit my cousin in Sacramento. So that's like 6+ hours away from me. So I don't get it very often. And this year I haven't been up there at all. So I've been missing it. However, I found a TikTok yesterday. Apparently, they decided to open the first Dutch Bros in like Southern California. Where they chose kind of confused me because honestly, in Southern California, the major areas are like the LA area. Huh? What is that? Mark, what was that for? I'm just telling stories. I feel bad. There's no like theatrics that I could give to make it better. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you. I am now going to grab this just to make this easier for me. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for supporting me while I struggle through things because it means a lot. Okay, so the place they chose, Dutch Bros. You would think they would choose like LA or somewhere in the OC area, like beaches, to put their first Dutch Bros in Southern California. But no, they picked Apple Valley. And if you watched my Southern California challenge, you'll know that I went to Apple Valley for like desert area. That's what it is. It's desert area. And it's not a very big town, so it's super weird. I was very confused because I was like, Apple Valley, the only time I've even been there was for the Southern California Challenge. And I just picked it because I didn't want to go to Palm Springs, which is a more famous desert area. I didn't want to go to Palm Springs or like Joshua Tree. Like, that's what? But I got very excited because although it's not somewhere I could go every day, it is a fun, like, little trek I can make to get my favorite coffee. So it's like more than an hour away. So it's not the best choice. Not the best decision. But I'm definitely going to go. Like, as soon as I found out, my boyfriend had just gotten off work. And as soon as I found out, I called him and I was like, listen, I know where we're going on Sunday because I miss it a lot. I know exactly what I get from there. And plus he's never had it. So it's just needs to happen. I have yet to visit California, but hope to someday. I hope you do too. There are, the Southern California Challenge, for example, is a great example of California is very different depending on where you are, because it's a huge state. Personally, if you want it depends on what you want to visit, but a lot of people come to see Hollywood. Hollywood's not great. It's dirty. Pretty dirty. So if you want to see like cool things, cool scenery, say you want to do beaches, California beaches, I would suggest like Laguna. Laguna's a great beach town, beach area. And then, mountains, Big Bear, Arrowhead are great. And I'm only speaking for Southern California because that's what I know. Big into horse racing. So Santa Anita, Golden Gate Fields, Del Mar. Great. I love that. That's great. And that's a great idea. I think I've only ever been to Del Mar. But yeah, I feel bad because a lot of people, when they think like California, they want to go to LA and San Francisco. And I was like, that's great, but you got to be ready because they're cities. Like they're big cities with a lot of not great stuff. Although I do love LA a lot. LA is my, you know, hometown, home city. Don't react, but watch these. Okay. I have a note. Not a notebook. A little pad. Template. Grabbed a Sharpie. Gonna roll with it. Egg fried rice. So this tteokbokki I made specifically for my friend, I was supposed to make sure that I made it not as spicy as it would normally be. And when I tasted it, I was like, oh, I might have not made it like mild enough. Oh, but back to the sightseeing thing. The Golden Gate Bridge, of course, is a great thing to see, as well as like Yosemite. I would love to go camping in Yosemite again. There's also just like a lot of places. I mean, like I said, California is big and I've only experienced so much. Like I don't have a lot of reference for like very Northern California. The best I have is like a little bit of San Francisco and the surrounding areas of like Sacramento. But I have been to Yosemite and I've done plenty of the hikes in there and it's beautiful. I would really like to do Joshua Tree. Joshua Tree I haven't done at all. And every time I see things from it, I'm like, man, I really got to go. I've also done like camping near beaches. So not like on beach camping, but there's a campground that my family likes to go to called San Clemente. Yeah, it's San Clemente campground. And that's like really close to a naval base. So you do hear like drills happening, but I'd say it's worth it. So yeah, I highly recommend lots of places in California. I basically am just trying to say don't limit yourself because there are plenty of cool things to see. Yeah. Obviously none of our theme parks are open right now, but I do love Disneyland, and I used to visit Knott's Berry Farm at least once a year. It's been a while now, but besides, I actually told my patrons this, and I may have talked about it on a live stream, but I don't remember. I went to a taste of Fall-oween at Knott's Berry Farm, where they basically opened their park. You couldn't ride anything, but they had little booths with food. And it was like a food tasting festival type thing. And you had to buy a ticket ahead of time. There was only a certain amount of people let in. And I thought it was really well done. But yeah, if you wanted, I mean, you could go to Knott's Berry Farm and just get like food from their outdoor shops and be fine. Have I been to the East Coast? I have. I went on a trip in 7th grade to the East Coast. At this point, I can't really remember how many states I visited while I was over there. I feel like it was 5 or 6. I know for sure that I was that I went to Pennsylvania because I went to Hershey and I had like dinner in Amish country. And then I know I went to Annapolis. Well, what am I saying? The one with the crabs. I'm sure if you're from the East Coast, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I've been to New York, and I've been in the Washington, D.C. area. Hershey is always fun and yummy. Yeah, I had a good time. I mean, I was in 7th grade, so I definitely enjoyed it. Maryland, thank you. I was like, the crabs. I wanted to say Maine, and I was like, it's not Maine, Maryland. So I have done a few a few states over there. It's just like that trip is sort of fuzzy at this point, and so I just remember like certain things, like going to Hershey, going to dinner in Amish country, visiting the base, the naval base over there, right? And then being in Gettysburg, going to my God, the Smithsonian, going to the Smithsonian. And then, of course, me and my family went to DC, New York a couple years ago now, like 2 years ago, because my mom had a conference. Maryland border is closed right now. That makes sense. Have you seen the channel of LA-based Quince and Candace, who are best friends with a male friend named Ben, who also has his own channel? I have not. I do not know them. I've always lived within 90 minutes of New York City. Gettysburg is awesome, but beware of the ghosts. Yeah, my school went on a ghost tour in Gettysburg at night. And we're in middle school. Like, I actually do think it's kind of a good idea to take middle schoolers as long as they're like 7th and 8th grade, because if you take high schoolers, they probably won't be as into it and won't believe it as much. But for middle schoolers, it definitely worked. I had 2 roommates while we were, in hotel rooms, and those 2 after the ghost tour, refused to go to the bathroom, even in our hotel room alone, because of some ghost story that I can't remember now, but it has to do with the vents. Yeah. I used to have a glow-in-the-dark sweatshirt from Gettysburg that was really cool, and I liked Gettysburg a lot. But I also, really liked Pennsylvania. They do a lot of pranks on each other, loads of fun. They also did a beach, mountain, desert one day. Yeah. The Southern California challenge was really fun, honestly, just because it's nice to be able to drive around to all those different areas. Yeah, exactly. So I really had a lot of fun on the East Coast. I do know that I could never live. Well, I shouldn't say that. I know that I really love living in California and living on the West Coast. I'm glad I grew up here. But who knows what state I'll end up in the future. Yeah, who knows? And plus, I think I've visited more states on the East Coast than I have on the West Coast. Like, I haven't been to Oregon or Washington. Because, it's far. It's like, I don't even know how long it would take me to get into Oregon. It's like, it's gotta be maybe like 15 plus hours. So that's why I've never been, because I know that sometimes, depending on how fast you drive, it could take about or close to 9 hours to get from where I live to San Francisco. And I see like San Francisco as like the border to Northern California, It's like Sacramento is basically the end of Central California. And then, yeah. Yeah, driving in LA, not the best. There are too many of us per area. Or a lot of people move to LA for the wrong reasons. Hello. That is also true. I keep talking. I might cough. I keep talking while swallowing and then getting spice in the back of my throat. So I'm making dumb decisions. All right, we're cool. But I was actually talking about that with one of my friends. It's like I have always pictured myself living somewhere on the West Coast, but if I was to pick like somewhere else to live on the East Coast, I most likely would pick like Pennsylvania. I don't have many reasons why, but I have at least been there. Tucson was also full of bad drivers while I was there. Listen, I have beef with Arizona. And it's not because I'm from California, because that's not a thing. Californians have beef with like Oregon and Washington, but I personally have beef with Arizona. I don't agree with a lot of the things they do. So I would agree. I haven't spent much time in Tucson. Most of my family who does live in Arizona lives in like Phoenix and Mesa, which is outside of Phoenix. And I have family in Scottsdale, which is another main Arizona city. There's only one, and I don't like visiting Arizona much. Yes, I have been to the Grand Canyon. That is cool. I will concede that. However, I don't visit Arizona much because I don't like heat. I don't like hot weather. I get enough of it where I live, and it's not even that hot in comparison. But the one place I like visiting in Arizona is a very small town called Douglas, Arizona, because my great-grandmother used to live there and now rests there permanently. And so I like to visit her. Never been to Jerome. But yeah, since the states on this side are like really big, harder to drive, in and out of, I have been to Arizona, and I have briefly been in Nevada. That's it. Now, however, I have more family that has moved to Colorado, so I might visit there next. Yeah, the heat's not my thing. Yeah, which is another reason, which is one of the main reasons I couldn't live in like Arizona or Florida, Texas. Okay. To know. Sounds like Jerome would be a little more fun than Phoenix and Scottsdale. It does sound like the whole old mining town thing. That's like what Douglas is too. They were an old mining town, but it's like very small town. Small. They have like a Walmart and a Dairy Queen. I much prefer heat to ice and snow. Listen, I hear you. Because I myself have never had to live in ice and snow. So I understand that. My brother lives in Nebraska. So he also, him and his wife, are very tired of ice and snow. However, I just don't it's so hard, to think of a place where, like, you get a good back and forth. Jerome has a lot of artists. That's kind of like what Laguna Beach is. Laguna Beach has a lot of artists too. They have a big art festival every year. And, like, as you're driving in, there's, like, basically an art walk, except they're all shops. It's fancy. But yeah, like, sure. You won't get a whole lot of snow and ice living in California unless you live in the mountains. But even then, it's not a lot in comparison to states that actually have, like, a full winter. But that's the thing. You can drive to all these climates in California, but you'll never be in one place and get all your seasons. So Southern New England has the best moderate weather. You get all 4 seasons. See, there are very few states that get all seasons and have, like, moderate weather. Oh, yeah. Nadia actually broke her arm on our driveway one time. She was getting out of our driveway is what my dad lovingly calls a freeway off ramp. And we came home. I forget how old Nadia was because, hey, I forget how old Nadia was. Hi, Benjamin. Thanks for dropping in. I can't react to anything right now, just so you know. This is a webcam stream, so it's not very versatile. I can just talk to you. And hi, Victor. Welcome in. Oh, hi, Torsten. You guys all dropped in out of nowhere. Is it because I'm telling a story? One of the ways Nadia has broken her arm, I don't remember which arm it is, actually. She's broken whichever arm twice. The first, actually, I don't even know if this one was first or second. Point being, she was getting out of the van. Next time in advance or a shot on me. Right now, in here, I have tteokbokki. I don't really have alcohol. Not today. Sorry. You guys all dropped in while I was telling the story. So Nadia's fine. I was just Shania Lover said that they had hurt their arm and shoulder terribly by slipping on ice and hitting the pavement. And so I said, oh, Nadia once broke her arm on our driveway. What had happened was she was getting out of our van when we were kids, and she somehow slipped coming out, fell on our driveway, broke her arm. And what I was saying is she's actually broke that arm twice. I just can't remember which arm it is at this point because they both happened when we were pretty young. But now we can laugh about it. Oh, no. Oops. Oh, well. Oh, bye, Mark. Have a good one. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for your donation and being here while I just talk. So for the people who just got here, let me explain. Let me explain what happened. I was supposed to have a regular stream today. I think I have to go through my system, basically, and redo everything. Like, all my audio channels and hearing, and, like, just completely redo it to make sure that it's, good. Alcohol is easy to make. It's a natural breakdown of sugars. Now, I'm not saying that there is no alcohol in this house. I'm just saying I don't have any right here on my desk. And plus it's 12:42 in the afternoon. Right now would be an odd time to take a shot. Turn out. I could go get some, like in my kitchen. If you feel like waiting for me to go get it and come back. Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. You guys, um, I'll leave it up to you. Everyone who wants me to go get stuff so I can take a shot, sound off in the chat. And I'm gonna eat another piece of this because I'm a terrible mukbanger. Coffee and alcohol are the bookends of a great day. We out here. I'm good either way. I don't think I've ever actually taken a shot on live stream. I've only ever like sipped. Oh, suddenly all of you guys are here. That's so funny. Like, I started at like 12:05-ish, I think, because my technical difficulties. When I was a kid, we used to slaughter a pig like every other. And the first shot on the man on such a day went through before sunlight, followed by some much more later. Sorry, now I'm tripping over it. Hi, Rafi. I hope you're having a good day at work. And I hope you're having a better day than me in terms of things going right. Yeah, I mean, I put on a sweater before the live stream started because I started to get cold. Although right now I feel perfectly warm. I think it's warming up outside. You know, last night, speaking of warming up outside, last night, last night, it was like cold. My whole family was home and my plans had changed. I thought I was going to be like out, or I thought I was going to be busy, basically, just like not in the living room. And since I wasn't busy, I was in the living room with my sister and my dad came in and I was like, can we put on the fireplace? Because we don't often have moments where we can. It's not usually cold enough. And so he was like, oh my God, yeah, let's do that. We had a nice fireplace last night. It was great. I am not familiar with them. I'm done in 15 minutes when you finish the. Wait, you're done with work in 15 minutes? Like at 1 p.m.? Because I'll wait a little. I'm always back when I take a shot of moonshine in the morning. I drink coffee to go to bed. Sushi and sashimi with Kirin beer right now is just right at the 7-Eleven in Japan. Oh, you right. I have heard him before. 15 to 20 minutes. Yesterday was the first time I heard the band. Okay, I'm gonna cover. Oh, bye, Rafi. I'm gonna cover you guys up for a second. I feel bad because I can't react to anything, and Benjamin donated, so I'm gonna grab something so I could take a small shot. 1 second. Told you it'd be quick. We're right. Wait, didn't we? I'm getting so confused with what we've seen and haven't seen. I really need to make a list. Or just cut everything out, but who's to say? Benjamin, are you still here? Trying to think of what would be best. Come by. Well, seeing as though I am, Mexican, I say salud. I'm going to use this because I didn't grab a shot glass. Oh my God. Floor released a Frozen song. I've been writing stuff down. This is a very large thing of tequila that my aunt gave me. When I say large, I legit mean large. Like, look at this thing. We don't usually have anything this big in our stock because we don't need to. God, how twisted. I love Mexico. Yeah, I mean, I have not been to Mexico as a legal adult. The last time I was in Mexico, I was 7. It looks so weird in this. That was a poor choice of grabbing things. But anyway, Benjamin, thank you for your Oh, I almost scratched this whole thing off of me. Benjamin, thank you for your donation. Salud. I can't bourbon. I don't do whiskey. Urban Outfitters Mason Jar shot. That's literally what that was like. Yeah, I'm not a big whiskey person. But no one in my friend group is. What did you I didn't drink any alcohol when I was 7 in Mexico. I mostly drank soda, Jarritos. I promise. Although there is a traditional Mexican thing that they do often give to children that has 5% alcohol. I mean, they don't do it as much anymore. My grandmother said that they used to do it a lot. And for some reason right now I can't remember the warning against drinking water. Well, for that, I don't really remember. We were on... I wasn't in a resort or anything like that. My family has sort of this small hacienda in the smack dab middle of Mexico. It's... I don't know how to really explain it because I was really young. And I just remember, drinking soda and milk and horchata and pretty regular stuff. I'm surprised we did this. Shania Lover and Andy are the MVPs of this live stream. Because without them, I wouldn't have been able to keep going for this long. Hello. In France and Italy, it is custom for children to drink wine all the time. Yeah, it is pretty interesting. Like, the difference in drinking culture between countries. I went to France and Italy when I was 17. And I had a little bit of drink there, but I was so indoctrinated with fear about alcohol, and I was like a really goody two shoes. So I didn't drink very much. Honestly, that sounds amazing right now. A carne asada burrito with green spicy sauce. Yeah. Green salsa is definitely my preferred. Andy, I believe I was in Mexico, although it was part of the Flower Power cruise, so it's all pretty hazy. You know, that sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. In terms of water, though, I think pretty much every country I've visited outside of the US, I've been told that, but I've never really, I think I listened, mostly. Except when I was in France. There, I think I had tap water, but I was fine. All bands from the 60s. That sounds really cool. I don't know if you guys heard that. I can hear Nadia going through the motions. I definitely know that when I end the stream, I'm going to talk to her. And then tell her of my strife. I'm trying to think of, oh, that's what I have to do. I was like, there's something on my list of things to do today that I haven't done. The answer is ask my friend what the plans are. Because if I don't ask, and I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to redo whatever is happening up here. Or I'm going to just pin all of it up. Oh, I just realized that I can pin all this right now if I wanted to. I usually just don't pin it when I wear the headphones. And I'm realizing that we were not doing that kind of stream today, so there was no reason for me not to pin them. Oh yeah, I'll remind her. She's doing fine. She is doing what she can. I mean, she came home, which is good. Nadia's usually a little more relaxed when she's at home. So, and plus we've been having a good time in terms of like sister bonding and chilling together. My bangs go up and down. It really just depends. Thank you, Benjamin. I'm sorry I couldn't react today. I honestly thought I was going to, but here we are. That'll definitely be Wednesday. That'll give me enough time to completely redo like the ups and downs of this microphone. Well, I shouldn't yell at the microphone. I know it's not that. It's more than likely just some mistake I've made in the chain of choices that you have to make sure everything goes through correctly. You know, it is what it is. For now, I'll just angrily chew on rice cakes. You know? So, I don't know if you guys know, but because I don't think I've talked about it, I really love goat cheese. I know I had like no transition for that. Sorry. But I really like goat cheese. And my sister, not as big of a fan as me. And I was telling her about a burger I had a couple days ago, and it had goat cheese in it. And my sister said that whenever she thinks of goat cheese, she gets a very specific image in her mind. And it's the image of me doing this thing that I do whenever I eat something really good or I'm very excited for something I'm going to eat. And that thing is this. I do that. And I was just thinking about that because as soon as I bit into that and I started to like move a little bit, I was like, oh, the goat cheese. Whew. I definitely made this spicier than I was supposed to, which means I might have to make a whole new dish for my friend. Oh, goat. Sorry. Goat cheese. I'm good with Domino's pizza cheese. Should I type it? I know it probably sounds weird. Goat cheese. Yeah, my family's pretty into doing, you know, the cheese and breads and crackers and meats and all that. They're big fans of it. Oh my gosh. Feta is great. You just reminded me, I saw multi-packs of Fuego at Walmart. It's silly, I can't remember the brand of chips. Fuego? Like the flavoring is Fuego? I'm pretty sure you might be talking about Takis. Taki. Takis? I think Takis goes by Fuego when they have the flavor on it. And are you talking about it because I was complaining that I can't find? Yeah, because I kept complaining that for some reason the big packs of Takis are like disappearing from stores, and I was getting frustrated. Mayonnaise for Frosty drink? What? Because like I would totally be fine with, like mayonnaise pizza. It's like, okay, I can see where you got that. Like, that's not too weird. Every country in the world puts different things on pizza. But a mayonnaise Frosty drink. No. 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 I mean, I've also never come across mayonnaise on pizza. That has not been a thing yet. I don't think anywhere around me. Yeah, no. So I just did a search in my head. I was like, haven't seen any. Um, but speaking of Shibuya, there's a chain here in the US that I really like that uses that and just makes a spin on it. It's called Shabuya, like they put an A instead of an I. And it's sorry. And it's like a all you can eat shabu shabu place. Pretty good. Hasn't been open, obviously, but good place. That is so weird. I can't get over that. Hollandaise is nice though. Yeah, we go there after. Oh, really? Is it just like is it a bigger chain than I think it is? That's cool. In terms of like, if I was visiting Japan, like I wish I was, um, in Shibuya, that's where the Tower Records is, right? One of the like last standing Tower Records. Because Japan is a little different when it comes to music stores. Yep, across the train station. Yeah. So that is like very high on my list of things that I want to visit when I go to Japan is the Tower Records that's still there. And yes, Andy, Tower Records is still a thing in Japan. Fun stuff. No, I believe that. I believe that. However, I know that Japanese albums for groups that I like are different. So I'd like to get a couple of those. Your younger brother was a manager for Tower Records? Awesome. So was my dad for like 20 years. So that's why I know about it. And I don't have any right here on my desk, but I do have Tower Records memorabilia. And I know that if I went to the Tower Records in Japan, I'd want to get some sort of memorabilia for my dad. Yeah, it's been a while since I've mentioned it. So yeah, my dad managed Tower Records for like 20 years. That's why he has so many celebrity stories, because he, for a while, managed the one in Westwood, which was like the one that celebrities went to. And I like to call that my party trick, is to tell my dad's celebrity stories. Manhattan, then New Jersey, then outside of Philadelphia. Cool. I think in terms of like opening stores, my dad only ever helped with the ones here in California, and then he was asked to help for the ones in Mexico, and he didn't do it, and he regrets that. Anyway, oh my gosh, where'd you guys all come from? Is it because I started talking about Tower Records in Japan? Anyway, like I said at the beginning, for sure, Shania Lover and Andy, thank you for keeping me going in terms of the live stream, because I really, when I sat down and had to do like the webcam version, I genuinely thought, I was like, no one's gonna come, it's gonna be boring, and then I'm gonna have to log off earlier, which would have sucked. So thank you for that. And Benjamin, thank you for the donation. And Mark isn't here, but obviously thank him for the donation. And thank you all for coming. I will be back at full speed, hopefully, on Wednesday. Yeah. I will be back at full speed on Wednesday. Thank you for being here with me today. Be excited that Nadia is in fact recording reactions today, so you'll get to see a few. And it's keeping me from losing on horse races. I hope you all have a great day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, everything, everything and everything. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you very soon. I forgot where the button is. That's how long it's streamed on this one.